With Mansa Musa's capital firmly under Egyptian control, Cleopatra is barreling toward a science victory with little to stop it, while barreling towards full control of Mansa Musa's cities with little to stop it. If you've just now joined us for this series, it has been a ride and a half. Hello, Legion. This is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Civilization 6 in our In Denial series. So, future me is going to be very, very, very surprised if this is not the episode that says final episode in the thumbnail. I joked about this last episode because I wasn't sure if it was going to be, and I said, well, you know, I don't, but you know if it's the final one because it's in the thumbnail. If it's not in the thumbnail for this one, I'm going to be shocked. But I'm pretty sure that's where we're headed here. Let's go ahead and let's do another helicopter army in Shadet. It's probably, we're working on building as many Lagrange laser stations as we can so that we can move the exoplanet expedition along. It only has to travel 30 and a half more light years, and with every Lagrange laser station that we finish, we will help it move one more light year per turn. So, I mean, it's not going to take a particularly long time, but we do still have some fighting to do in the meantime. So, let's see what else we can do towards that end. Looks like we could build an aircraft carrier in Apu. Let's go ahead and work on that. And then in Eritrea, I think, yep. How are we doing on our nuclear reactor was just finished, so we'll build a Lagrange laser station there. All right, Sparta's nuclear reactor does need to be recommissioned, so we will do that. We can go ahead and get a lighthouse in Corinth, and then a shipyard can be the very next thing I build. Barsalos, oh, you badly need to recommission your nuclear reactor. Hopefully that won't be a problem. Taudeni has a number of things that it needs, but more than anything, it needs to repair its encampment so that I can start building a little bit faster here. Let's repair the granary in Niani, because that city is currently suffering a bit. Now we have a trade route currently set up to go from Ephesus to Rakadet. The question is, can we do better anywhere else? Probably not. Let's go ahead and just keep trading with Rakadet. And then this Inquisitor is going to clear, or attempt to clear, enemy religions from Heh. There we go. That finally got taken care of. Let's get a wind farm here. Any additional work we can do toward that end? Probably not. All right, so it seems like we have yet another interloper over here. Let's see if we can take care of this unit. Oh, it's actually a couple of enemy apostles standing right next to each other. I didn't notice the second one, so that's kind of annoying. I may be able... Yeah, let me just go ahead and buy a couple more apostles. I have control of Yerevan now, so it'll be easier for me to just keep things under control. Let's build a seastead here. That's an obvious place for a seastead. Oh my god, because all of those fishing boats will be improved as a result of that. Seasteads are just so stupidly overpowered, and I love it. All right, let's finally get those railroads built because they moved their freaking engineer. I'm not bitter. It's fine. You just took your sweet time. All right, so we have a Spec Ops army that can't do much at the moment, but I kind of... Yeah, let's move you here. Oh, wait. Can't do anything just yet. Yeah, I guess in that case we'll move you back until you can actually do something, and then we'll have the tanks there just chill out for a moment. Mobile Sam will chill out for a moment, and then we have this nuclear submarine armada, which can definitely make life difficult, starting right about now. Missile Cruiser Armada is ready for its promotion. Extra combat strength versus district defenses. Absolutely. Helicopter Army. Let's go ahead and just start moving you down this way. It won't take long for them to travel. All right, this builder needs to get things powered for Apu. It's going to take a couple of turns to make that happen, though. Let's now... I'm going to fire on Kumbi Saleh with this jet bomber. And finally we have this Missile Cruiser Armada, which is in range to hit this city and do a lot of damage. Just need to wait for that bombing run to finish. Yeah, you can definitely tell that Montezuma has benefited from being our ally for this entire game. Beyond a shadow of a doubt. Let's go ahead and buy a tile here so that we can heal this destroyer fleet up. We're going to skip that trader's turn. This helicopter can just chill out, and we're going to go to the next turn. We have so much era score, it's hilarious. I think our countdown is about to start for the next era too. But I rather doubt we're going to make it. I don't know if we're going to make it to the future era. Alright, so those planes continue to survive somehow against my SAM sites. No. You don't get peace. You are the one that decided to make this fun for the last couple of episodes, or more fun than it was going to be after we completely annihilated Gorgo. So, sorry. Cultural Alliance. No. Sorry. Not interested. Don't need it. Alright, so we are no longer suzerains of Cahokia. Alright, so we have a little bit of religious combat going on here. It looks like they withdrew the one that was badly injured, but my debater can now attack the one that is closer. And remember, I just trained 2 new apostles. Alright, so there's one of the Lagrange laser stations. So now it's going to move along by 1 light year per turn faster than it would have otherwise.
Heaven is under our feet.
Ooh, the biosphere is done.
As well as over our heads.
Been building that for a while. I wasn't even sure I was going to get to actually finish it, given how well the victory progress was going, but we finished it. And that's very, very helpful.
Even though the future seems far away, it is actually beginning right now. You can never plan the future.
Indeed. Okay, so still have some additional promotions here. Let's go ahead and do combat strength versus land units. This apostle, oh yeah, here we go. So we can go ahead and just give all of these apostles the debater promotion. Easy. All right, we have a modern armor army that's just been trained. Extra combat strength against ranged attacks, and then they will join the fray in the next turn. All right, so this machine gun army. You might be able to fire on that helicopter in the very next episode, but I kind of just want to move in and hit it now. Watch this. With my Spec Ops army. Hello. Surprise. I could also attack with this helicopter army and steal that builder. Alright, so that builder belongs to me now. Alright, so here's an interesting moment. Because for the first time, I think we really have the capacity to damage multiple cities at once. Well, that went well. So we've had sources gained in a couple of different locations. And by the way, the reason that terrain is looking a little bit weird there is the it's an issue with the sea level rising in this, and I'm not sure if it's exclusive just to the environment skin for Civ 5, but I've just noticed it happening more when I'm running this mod. I think it could honestly be a memory issue. I don't know if it's something that they've addressed. I feel like they did partially address it in a patch a while back. I'm not sure why it's happening again, but I think it could just be related to the environment skin mod that I'm running, which makes this game look a bit more like Civ 5. So let's go ahead and launch a Lagrange laser station from Rockadet. And let's do the same thing in Akhetaten. And then Thebes. Now, as I recall, we were looking at potentially building a holy site here. Yeah. I'm not sure if that's really what I need to do in Thebes, though. Thebes kind of just needs... I could do an aircraft carrier in Thebes as well. Let's do that. Very unlikely I'm going to use it at this point. But it's still a nice thought, you know? So I have lots of additional trade capacity now, so I can get traders going in a number of my nearby cities. All right, can't quite do it there. Tell you what, let's just get a builder in the can because we need it. Ephesus. Oh yeah, let's definitely repair the campus. I didn't realize it was the campus that was hurt in Ephesus, but that, I mean, that tracks. All right, I can convert to nuclear power here. I'm going to go ahead and launch a Lagrange laser station, though, because, again, the more of those finish, the better off we're going to be. Let's continue to repair production-related buildings wherever we can. Watermill. Plus 25 combat strength to anti-air support units within the city's territory when defending against aircraft and ICBMs. So this is for Taudeni, which is perfect because I have a lot of anti-air defenses in the city. So now what I can do is with my remaining rocket artillery. First of all, let's go ahead and put you here. Let's attack twice. Well, this is gross. And by gross, I mean fun. It's just going very, very well. All right, so part of me wants to go ahead and take Kumbi Saleh and Nioro directly. I could. Let's just have these units continue to heal up, though. Alright, the helicopter army just needs to move down through territory that way. The jet bomber needs to hit Kumbi Saleh a second time. And then the missile cruiser armada should be easy to hit Kumbi Saleh from a distance. Although I don't think... I might have to wait till the next turn, because it's not quite in range. It's one tile away, sadly. Yeah, it's one tile away. Alright, I'm going to have the modern anti-tank army just stay put. We're going to have the modern infantry stay put. Although there is a part of me that's tempted to take the city. I think I'll be okay. Alright, let's get a farm built there. That'll really be helpful for the growth of that city. I'm going to use this military engineer to get some improvements repaired, for sure. I'm also going to go ahead and build, yeah, that tunnel for the first time. We are absolutely okay now. Oh yeah. We're doing very, very well with the transport capability of just all of our empire. It's fantastic to see. Can I actually attack you in the water? I don't think I can. I'm going to train a couple of additional apostles in Akhetaten. Okay, let's finish getting the influence of some of these enemy religions out of He as much as possible. I think I do want to withdraw this unit so that it doesn't die. I'm okay with leaving the debater where it is. Alright, so now we've got some wind power there. Spec Ops Army. Let's move you up. Let's have you fortify. Let's have you repair that stone. You absolutely need that. Looks like Apu does have power now, which is great. And so you are good at fomenting unrest, neutralizing governors, and breaching dams. So why don't you go ahead and do all of those things? Have fun. Unfortunately, this particular missile cruiser armada, it probably needs to level up some. Even with support from a Great Admiral. No, it actually doesn't need to level up some. It's very powerful. It just doesn't have the capability of doing a lot of damage. So let's gain sources in Todd Mecha. It's just going to take a turn. And let's, why don't we foment unrest in Nyagasola, because I don't think it's quite close enough to fall to loyalty pressure from our nearby cities, but it's getting there. How we doing on the science victory, by the way? 4 of 33.5. It's going to be higher next turn. With the number of Lagrange stations that we're building, it's going to be significantly higher. Yay! Finally shot down one of their planes. That only took 5 hours. I'm kidding. I haven't been fighting them for 5 hours, but you know what I mean. That's what it feels like. Great person advocate. So we're satisfying everyone's agenda. All the leaders of the world like me, except for Pedro. Pedro is not a fan. Join hands with me, and together our people will crush our rivals. No one stop asking. I am positive. I want Gaul to stop asking for friendship. Go away. Auckland has been defeated. That's why I don't want to be friends with you. Pretty sure that's the exact reason. Information error ends in 9 turns. So now let's take a look. 6 of 33.5 light years. And there's another Lagrange laser station that just launched. It looks like we were successful in breaching a dam. And successful in fomenting unrest. Recruit partisans as if 2 levels more experienced. Ooh, that's tempting. Let's go ahead and run that. Jet bomber. Plus 12 combat strength versus land units. Sure. Alright, Apostle. Debater. I want, like, pure debaters right now. I know it's a little bit nuts that I'm going so hard on the debater route, but I want to have these guys come in and just be able to wreck as much as possible. So, let's see. I've got these trained. Yeah, this one's going to die now. Oh, good. I can hit the one on the water. Glorious. It's not going to die, though. It will now. This is going to be very helpful for Megara and Phocaea in particular. Nice. Alright, so Eye of Ra is really starting to get a foothold. Cleopatra was ravaged by a natural disaster. Yeah, sure. Let's... Oh, I clicked pass by mistake. Hang on. Yeah, let's do a special session. Why not? Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and run carbon recapture in a couple of places. I'm going to build another Lagrange laser station. I don't have to build Lagrange ones, but remember the ones that are not Lagrange require power. That's the way that it works. So I'm trying to focus on those as much as I can. Let's go ahead and get a harbor district built there. Let's rebuild the armory there because production. Easthead there. Montezuma better be happy with all of the work I'm helping him do getting this stuff fixed. Because I am doing work, let me tell you. Alright, so we can take that builder, which we stole. Pretty sure it's Cobble's builder, but, you know, trifles. Alright, we can use this helicopter army to pillage there in just a moment, but for now, I just want to use this machine gun army to do damage. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pillage here for gold, because I can't resist. Now, interestingly enough, I can use this jet fighter, and we can end the fight for August right now. Just outright. It's over. So now I just have to roll my anti-tank army into position. And it'll be tough for them. They'll get hurt, but they'll get good experience from it. We're going to keep that city. And now what I can do is I can take my rocket artillery and I can move them up and start hitting the other nearby cities. Oh yeah, this is going to be real ugly. Kumbi Saleh is going to fall. Yep. Bye-bye. We can keep that city. Let's get the monument repaired. Monument repaired there. Gonna build a sewer there. And see, now we're not even done. I'm going to go ahead and move the mechanized infantry into position here, just so that the general is nearby, supporting some of these units. And I'm actually going to hit Jenny right now with this, if we can call the city that. We're going to hit the city of Jenny with this mobile tank army because that promotion is worth it. All right, I'm going to move this mechanized infantry down there so that they're in a support role. All right, now I can siphon funds from here. It's only going to take one turn. I could also go ahead and remove the governor from Tadmeka. Let's do that. All right, and I also need to get that coffee repaired. Well, this is going well. Yeah, let's go ahead and neutralize the governor here in Timbuktu as well. This destroyer fleet is almost done. Fully repairing. And then it looks like I can trade with a couple of nearby cities now. Nice. So those crabs are now in our territory. We can build the fishing boats. And remember, we already have a seastead there, so that is giving us additional bonuses there. Memphis is currently traded with Umgungundlovu. Umgungundlovu. It's the double gun that throws me off every time. Let's see. Is Memphis already trading with anyone else? It is. So this is a second trade route. Tell you what. Let's put this trader in Niani. And we're going to move this bomber over to Kumbi Saleh. And go to the next turn. How's that war effort going for you, Molly? Hmm? How are things? Alright, so we have 2 aid requests going, one of which is going to give me a ton of gold. Because people will fight over the chance to help me. Ooh, we got a Cat 4 hurricane. Right in the area where some of our cities... Hello. Where some of our armies are doing damage. Surprise. There's another Lagrange laser station. Another one. Another one. Alright, so we've got a couple of competitions ongoing. 9 of 33.5 light years. It's going to change a lot more next turn. Alright, so the nuclear submarine armada... I'm going to go ahead and have it hang out inside the city so it's safe. And then I will give it the extra movement bonus. I'm going to move the missile cruiser armada up here, where I can start firing on Segu. And then let's see what other promotions I can do. Modern Armor Army is available for promotion. Combat strength versus units and districts. Extra combat strength when defending against heavy cavalry and any cavalry? Sure. Rocket Artillery Army. Extra combat strength versus land units? Oh my god. That is a very, very powerful land unit. Or artillery unit. Holy crap. Alright, so... I still have enough to do another Lagrange laser station in Akhetaten, so we're going to launch another one of those. It's just accelerating victory ever closer. Let's go ahead and get a builder going there. Alright, so now, yeah, see, I have to build... Let's decommission the coal power plant in Athens. Just to contribute to the climate competition a little bit. I'm going to do a builder in Pharsalos. We don't need to recommission here. Get a builder going. I still feel like there's more I can do. All right, we're going to have an archaeologist trained. Oh, wait. No, that's Taudeni. Taudeni probably still has lots of production-related stuff that needs to be repaired. So let's work on that. We're going to repair the granary here. Spies have been doing well, by the way. If you haven't noticed that. Auckland's been defeated, yeah. They got conquered, sadly. All right, so we have a debater here. Let's bring them down to where they have a little bit better access to these. Oh, looks like this particular apostle is going to die quickly. Sorry. And that's going to make life easier because that might convert Phocaea. There we go. Beautiful. All right, let's bring this apostle down. Repair that farm using the military engineer. Build a farm there. And then this apostle needs to go heal up. So why don't you do that, please? I'm going to set a solar farm there. A little bit of extra gold in production never hurt anyone at this stage. Alright, I can't actually repair stuff for Tenochtitlan, unfortunately. For the Aztecs. That would be nice, but I can't. It's a nice thought. Okay, so there's a lot more that I can do. Alright, so that might... Yep, there's a promotion for that unit, so that's an even more immensely powerful ranged unit now. let's go ahead and put you in position here and have you fire on Jenny. Which means I can now do this. This is just sad. Is this what you wanted to happen, Mansa Musa? Because it doesn't seem like this is something that someone would want to happen. Is this why you declared war? Okay, so I'm going to reposition this fighter down here so I can hit Tadmeka and Timbuktu a little bit easier. Let's trade between Nyani and Rakadet. This jet bomber is in a very good position to hit Nyoro. This mobile Sam can stay put. This jet bomber can also hit Nyoro. And then this builder can come over here, improve that stone. You can improve those fishing boats, or build those fishing boats. You can repair that coffee. Yes, I'm queuing up orders for literally everything right now. I can do that. You can still give orders to subsequent units and such. All right, that settler, I'm just going to skip the turn. We captured it. 2 subsequent units while like a long attack animation, like the attack animations for the planes, is playing. You can absolutely do that. Okay, so this modern armor army, I'm just going to start pillaging because I can. Siphon funds. We've got plenty of gold. The destroyer fleet is ready to return to combat. We're going to skip that trader's turn. Go ahead and just foment unrest, please. We'll see if I can get the loyalty pressure increased on that particular city. All right, next turn. 9 of 33.5 light years, but now it's going to be like 15 or 16 in the next turn. And we're still building more stations. No. You don't get to declare war on my lifelong, history-long, all-ages ally and get away with it. It's not going to happen. Also, I'm just enjoying kicking your ass, if I can be completely honest. So no, you don't get peace. 6 fertilized tiles, 3 damaged tiles, 1 population lost. So we continue, speaking of getting asses kicked, we continue to lose farmland and population. There's a Lagrange laser station right there. We continue to lose farmland and population to volcanoes. Oh, Layla was captured in the city of Nyagalosa.
You can never.
Okay. We cannot get her back. That sucks. Yeah, she was captured, and that's just the way the cookie crumbles. Combat strength versus land units. Mechanized infantry, 1 additional attack per turn. Yes, please. Extra strength versus district defenses. Holy crap, I can't believe we're at that level. That is insane. We got 0 gold from Timbuktu. 0 from our successful spy mission. I'm guessing maybe that was because we failed and got captured. Maybe that's it. All right, so I do have enough aluminum to build another Lagrange laser station, which is freaking funny. We're at 14 out of 33.5. It's just a couple more turns at this point. All right, I'm going to go ahead and do another carbon recapture at Swinet. I can do a workshop here and a factory, and it looks like a nuclear power plant as well. So let's go ahead and do a nuclear power plant in Edfu. Right next to a volcano. What could possibly, in a million years, go wrong? All right, so we're going to repair the spaceport in Sparta, finally. It's been waiting on that for a while. We're going to repair the factory in Tadeni, repair the armory in Nyani, repair the encampment in August, repair the granary, and that's it. Yeah, we're just taking all of these cities so fast. It's obscene. 30% production increase in all nuclear armament projects in the city. Space Initiative, 30% production to all space program projects. Let's give that away first. Probably should have had that sooner. All right, let's move this unit back up here so they can heal. Done. As expected, we have a few builders running around with not too much to do. Alright, so the nuclear submarine armada I'm going to send up here and see what kind of damage I can do with them. I'm going to have the mobile SAM just travel with those units. Yep, I want to go ahead and hit Segu with all I've got. I'm going to hit Nioru with this rocket artillery. Or Nioro, I suppose. Alright, so Nioro would totally fall if I just hit it with these helicopters right now. Is there a unit that's closer that I could send, though? There probably is. I just need to look around. I guess not. Oh, wait. Yep, this modern army can take it. Keep City. Let's repair the monument for the loyalty pressure. And now I'm going to start sending my units, or my military engineers, up into my new territory. Because that's the sensible place for them to be at this point, you know? I'm going to let that settler continue to skip their turn. We're going to take all the gold we can from these locations. Pillage where possible. Can't really do a seastead. Ooh, I might be able to put one here. I can. Perfect. Alright, and we will use this jet fighter to hit Tadmeka, or could we hit Gao? Yeah, we could totally hit Gao, and I'd rather do that. Although part of me wants to hit the airfield here, so let's do that. Let's attack that bomber. Nice. A little bit of air combat. I'm a fan. Definite fan. Alright, so this machine gun army I'm going to put over here, and we can have them fire. I guess I'll go ahead and fire on Tadmeka with that tank. There's a good chance they lose both of, like, 2 or 3 cities in the next turn. We'll see how this goes. Alright, so why don't you just siphon funds? It didn't work last time all that well, but keep doing it. I want you to fire on that city's walls. And that city might actually fall to my navy before the series ends. But you have to keep in mind, this number's going to change rapidly now. We're at 14 turns now. Next turn, it's going to be probably almost midway between 20 and 30. I haven't done the math exactly. I haven't been watching it that closely. But it's going to move fast. This is probably the second to last turn coming up. If it's not that, it's the third to last turn tops. So we're at the 40-minute mark, but I'm going to keep going. because this is the end. It all comes down to this. Your alliance with Montezuma has run its course. All right, so there's a Lagrange laser station. That's yet another thing speeding up. Oh, just kidding. 2 more. My troops are merely passing by. Let's go ahead and declare our friendship. Let's be military allies. Oh, that's interesting. He actually wants payment. Dude, you have any idea how much I've helped you? Are you seriously, like, playing that card? That's incredibly rude. Alright, extra combat strength versus district defenses. Yes, please. Extra combat strength versus a fortified defender, excuse me, yep. Alright, so... Oh, it's actually not as high as I thought. It's 20 of 33.5, so... 2 more turns, basically. Is how this is going. Alright, Akhetaten, I want you to have a shopping mall. That's been such a powerhouse city, I want that. Like, the idea of that being a tourist city makes sense to me. Alright, now I want to go ahead and send aid in a few cities as well. Not that it matters too much at this point. We're down to the wire. Why don't you go ahead and run, yeah, send aid. Alright, now Niani, they're going to continue rebuilding. How about build the sewer in Kumbi Saleh? And then we'll get a harbor district going as well. Repair the sewer there. And we're going to start building up the railway in the area. All right, mechanized infantry army. What I really need to decide now is where I'm allocating my various forces. So, hang on. Yeah, you come here, so you can now fire. I think there's a very real chance in the next couple of turns. Well, in the next couple of turns the game will be over, but we might be able to take Dia here with a little bit of effort. It's probably too late. The game's going to end. It's fine, though. Let's go ahead and do a little bit of damage with the destroyer. If that were a destroyer armada, it would be a little bit stronger, but not too much stronger, so it's okay. We're going to bring this military engineer this way. All right, so we've got some apostles that are geared up. Oh, look, and there's an additional apostle there, just waiting to get their butts handed to them. All right, so we're going to have these units remain stationary for a bit. I want you to fire on Tadmeka. All right, so this is going to be interesting because what I want to do is hit Gao with everything I've got. Because I don't want it to do any further damage. So I'm going to bomb it. I'm hitting it with all my artillery. All right, so I think that's one bombing. I still think I owe it one more. Yep. Then I'm going to fire on it with this machine gun. And then I think it will be vulnerable. And this is going to count as a major victory. I'll go ahead and hit Segu up here. Alright, I'm going to use this tank to take Gao. Okay, good. Now my machine gun army is no longer under threat. Let's keep the city. God, this is an absolute slaughter. We're just running all over him. I don't even know why he decided to attack me. It doesn't make any sense. I guess he wanted to attack Montezuma. He didn't realize that, you know, Montezuma had a friend, I suppose. Pillage for faith. Let's go ahead. Why don't you foment unrest there in Timbuktu? Just have you fortify. All right, so here we have some clear opportunities. Let's go ahead and get the oil well taken care of there. All right, moving into what I would guess is the final or second to last turn. It depends on how well these Lagrange stations that I've built do. I think the number will be very close to 33.5, and in the next turn we'll get it. But in the meantime, Mali's going to lose a lot of cities. It's going to be bad. No. Sorry, you don't get a cultural alliance. Go away. Not interested. Have a nice day. I'm done. Your alliance level with Suleiman has increased. Interestingly enough. Look at how much science and culture per turn we're making. Information error ends in 5 turns. Victory? Definitely next turn. Without question. Okay, so additional attack per turn if unit has not moved. Yes, please. Missile Cruiser Armada. Naval Strength. Yep. Machine Gun Army. Garrison. Alright, so oddly enough, this is what's funny. So now I can move the destroyer up here and have them just heal in my territory now that I control that, which is freaking funny, by the way. All right, I'm going to build a spy in Rocketet. At this point, we're down to the last turn. So anything I'm choosing, it's arbitrary. I'm not going to be completely brainless about it, but nothing matters for victory anymore. We've got this locked in. It's in the bag. It's happening. It's done. Let's build a hangar in Build a hangar in Kamun. I remember when I built that thinking, that could be useful to have an air station there. But by the time it's done, I mean, there's always the one more turn approach, but for the purposes of this series, we'll be done when we win. All right, Swinets, just continue your route, please. All right. That was complete overkill. I didn't realize how weak the city was going to be before the second plane came in. But the tank's going to have an easy time. Watch this. Let's keep the city. Let's repair the monument. It's going to take a little bit longer in that city's case. Now, ironically, it looks like Hunza is under the control of Mansa Musa, which is not surprising. It's like firmly in their territory. Alright, doesn't look like we can attack this turn. Oh, there we go. Tadmeka could fall before the series ends. I would just need to hit the city with literally everything I've got. Oh, I can't bring that one all the way down. That's a shame. That's a shame. Let's go ahead and bring the army down anyway, because I can. Yeah, I don't have enough to attack. Aw, sad. Sadness. All right, let's go ahead and get these. Poor fools taken care of. Meanwhile, obvious opportunities up here. Skip the settlers' turn, skip the spec ops army. Have you shelter in place. Build a farm. Build a solar farm. Oh. We can at least hit Tadmeka with everything we've got. With the jets. I mean, unfortunately, Timbuktu is not actually going to fall here. It's going to come close. Oh, wow. The jet fighter's promotable again. Credit where due, Timbuktu has really strong defenses. I'm not going to do anything with that mechanized unit because it'll actually not be able to do very well against them. All right, let's siphon funds from Timbuktu because that, you know, that whole idea is doing so well. And this is it, I think. We're down to... Here we go. Turn 267. It's 1986 AD. Not even in the final era of the game yet. That's how smoothly this has gone. No. Ha! No. That is a negative, Mansa Musa. Not interested. Have a nice day. Move along. If this isn't the last turn, I'm going to laugh. But it will be. There it is.
Much as our ancestors did ages ago, we thrust forward into the unknown. The first pioneers set forth on an uneasy course. And yet once again did our people thrive. Now, under your leadership, we plot a new course and make another world our own.
And there it is. Victory. This is a little bit deja vu because you might have seen, before I did this series, I did a little bit of a practice game and I posted a victory screen as Ptolemaic Cleopatra. Science victory. You know, different game, different map. Like, just making sure that, you know, I could play at the level that I wanted to for this particular series. So, very quickly, we're 53 minutes in, so I don't want to talk for a very long time in terms of a post-mortem, but I do want to talk about upcoming Civ content on the channel and talk a little bit about... I don't think there's a lot to say about how this series went. I think it's been an absolute blast. I've commented on it as we've gone through. It was a really rough start, and I chose to just have fun with it, and that really paid off because we ended up being able to hit Gorgo back very effectively and decisively. And as a result of that, just had a really, really great return to civilization on the channel after years away. Not only has the channel been gone for a while, but I wasn't playing Civ for a while before the channel went dark. So it's really great to be back. And on that note, you know, again, not much to say about the series. The series was fantastic. I had a really fun time, and it went obviously absurdly well. Normally, what I do nowadays for new series is I will, let's say a series ends during the week, which clearly this one has. This was a few more episodes than I'd planned to record to finish the series out today, so I actually don't have a note right in front of me like what day this is that you're hearing this, and I'm not going to sit here in silence while I figure it out on a piece of paper or something. But like, what I normally would do is I would say I'm going to wait until the weekend and give it some time to, so that I can make sure I have the new premiere ready, and also a weekend premiere is always the most fun for everyone that wants to come and watch together as a community. And we've been doing that for a couple of premieres now, and it works really, really well. For this premiere, for this next Civ series, because I absolutely will be doing additional Civ content in the 10 a.m. slot. Civ is not going anywhere. And I might switch to some other games in the 10 a.m. slot before, too long, but Civ is going to be the next 2 or 3 series in this slot, I would say. However, I'm going to give it an extra week. Okay? So this series is going to be dark. For those of you that have been watching this every day, this time slot is going to be dark. The series is over. Time slot's going to be dark for a week longer than normal, and the reason for that is I've been very busy getting the Discord up and running in a soft launch mode. You might have seen I've posted a few cheeky links on the community tab, and they were limited use, and those, by the time you're watching this, they might have already all been used up or have expired. But I'm in the process of having the Discord ready for just open access to anyone in the community who wants to join. And it's been a huge success so far. It's been a lot of fun to have everyone come in and actually interact as a community now that we have our own space, which is, it's not that we don't have that in the channel, but on YouTube comments, there's always that mixture of like genuine community interaction and then just like random people coming in and telling you what to do and what an idiot you are. And it's like, it doesn't matter how good of a player you are. I've talked to some of the most established content creators in the space, and there's always, the people who want to come in and make it less fun, for the community. And so to have our space set up now on Discord where, there's a little bit more of a guard against that, a lot more of a guard against that, has been a lot of fun, but it's also been a lot of work. And as a consequence of that, I have been a little bit behind on just my normal recording on account of how much work and also how much fun, to be completely honest, getting the Discord set up has been. Like, it has taken up entire work days for me, unplanned, because I just started doing one thing in the morning and one thing led to another, and then it was time to go to sleep. And I know that sounds unhealthy, and if I do it too many times in a row, it is unhealthy, which is why I'm taking a pause and giving myself a little bit of extra time before I continue in this time slot. But also, the reason that I'm giving myself extra time is I want the next Civilization series to be special, and I don't want to rush it. And so with that combination of factors, I know this one was special. I teased it for years, it feels like, before the channel... I teased it for at least a year before the channel went away, and then the channel went away, then the channel came back, and then I finally did this series as the new version of Cleopatra. That was special, but I want the next series to be just as special, if not more so. So I want to make sure that I have time to really put that together and think about it. And with the new Stellaris expansion, by the time you're watching this, it will have already come out on the channel. But when I'm recording this, it hasn't yet. Like, with that premiere actually happening during the week, because it's time sensitive, it's just a very busy time for the channel. So I'm going to give it a little bit of extra time to settle and for the dust to clear, and then we are going to dive in with more Civilization in the 10 a.m. slot. So we're approaching the 60-minute mark for this episode. I'm going to stop this one here, but thank you so much for everyone who has followed along with this series, whether you've been following in the live audience, as I say, the audience that watches every day as the videos come out. It's not literally live, except if you watch the premiere, and it's still not live because we watch the recording together, but at least we're all together in chat enjoying it. But there's the live audience, and then of course, if you're watching in the backlog audience, if you're watching this series months after it came out and you've just finished it, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for enjoying this series in particular, and for any comments that you may have left, because as I mentioned a moment ago, this is my first series in Civilization 6 in a very long time. My channel was gone for a long time. I've been shaking off so much rust, not only in gameplay terms, but in commentary terms, and my ability to just do YouTube. And it's been, the amount of support that I've received and enthusiasm that I've seen has been really humbling. So thank you from the bottom of my heart so much for your patience, those of you who are waiting for this series for a very long time, and thank you for watching. I really, really deeply appreciate it. It means the world to me. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along if you haven't already. If it's not your first time or even your second, look for the join button to access unique emotes, badges, and other perks. New episodes in this general genre are coming out every day at 10 a.m. US Eastern Time. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.